westward we go toward the last of
One of the pastures I rode in a couple of times was the Baker pasture. It's up here about halfway to Bazaar on the west side of the road. And just over the hill, you can't see it from the road, was a monument to Knute Rockne. Now, you probably don't know who Knute Rockne was. Maybe the older ones of you do, but others need to know. Knute Rockne is the most famous football coach in America. And until just a few years ago, when his fame kind of fades away, I think in his entire coaching career, he won 3 national championships at Notre Dame, and I forget how many games he won. They tied 3, I think, or tied 2 games and lost 3 in that whole career. He was killed in an airplane crash, March 31st, 1931, in the Baker pasture. It was not the first airplane crash, passenger crash. He was in a plane belonging to a company that later became TWA, and that plane crashed up there, and the newspapers all over the country said, Knute Rockne and 7 others killed in plane crash, Knute Rockne and 7 others. The monument names them all. And when I was working for Wayne in that pasture, the cattle had rubbed the monument down, and a few years after that, a man lived up the road here named Easter Heathman, was one of those, I think, that helped set that monument up and build a fence around it. And Easter ended up taking maybe about 1,000 people out to that site and talking about Knute Rockne and that plane crash. That plane crash had far-reaching consequences. Because of that, Transportation Safety Board, is that what they call it? The thing that regulates airplane travel, that got teeth and began to put in regulations and safety regulations, so that particular plane crash had pretty far-reaching consequences. I